Hi, this is Kelly. Welcome to my channel. Today I have two dark romance DIYs. DIY number one, The Offering. I picked this up at Halloween at Family Dollar, and I also saw them at Dollar Tree, I believe, similar. And the frame has got this pretty fancy look to it, but it's very plastic. So we're going to take all this apart here. I take out all the noisemaker and light pieces there, and then I'm going to use the existing picture as my template, and also to go ahead and glue my image and just write to it with some Mod Podge there. This is an Etsy image. I'll leave the link for you. And once we get it attached at the bottom edge, we're going to continue on up and glue it down. Make sure there's no creases or air pockets. This is a super easy one. You can do this with any kind of thrifted frame. And this is just a quick video. Yesterday was Christmas, so I just wanted to put a quick one out. Just make sure I have something for you. The after Christmas Gothic fun here. And that was just a little silver metallic. I just wanted to give it a little shimmer. And we're going to do the same thing to the frame. Add a little silver. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. Got to spend it with your loved ones, and I hope Santa was good to you. So I'm just going to go around and pick up all the raised details. And by the way, I'd spray painted it with flat black before I did that. Tone down that plastic look. And we're just going to replace the back. Like I said, I pulled out all those noisemakers and lights, and we just screw that back on. And I've got this metallic, it's called Ruby, Royal Ruby. But it's a little coppery. It's not exactly as red as I hoped it would be, but I wanted to add just a little more color to the frame. And that's it. Easy peasy. DIY number two, Wrought Devotion. So this is a piece of garden fence. I think I got this from Dollar General. Dollar Tree has them, Family Dollar has them, and they all have a different look. I like this one because the scrolling actually looks like heart shape. And I just cut off all the stakes and the little clips that they clip together when you get more than one, and used my Dremel to sand those down. And we're going to paint this black. Now it'd be a lot easier to just spray paint it, but I'm running low on black spray paint, and I like to paint, so I'll sit here and watch TV and paint. I don't mind. And we paint this entire thing black. Now I've got my Decor vintage. It's like a bluish gray. And we're going to try to make this look like real wrought iron as best we can. And I've just got a little tiny chip brush, and I'm just going to hit the tops of all the areas, if that makes any sense. Looks like some weathering. And so the tops of everywhere, and the fronts where the details are standing out further. So we can hit all these raised details, and just here and there and everywhere. And now we're taking some metallic brass and doing the same thing. And this actually, you're never gonna completely disguise this as a plastic fence, but this really makes a difference. Experiment with metallics, whatever. And if you screw up, you get too much paint, just paint over it with black and let it dry, and do it again. And just play around with your paints. So since this has like a little indent in the back, I filled that with hot glue to make a flatter contact area, and I went back and melted the top surface of the glue to glue that piece of wood across the bottom. This is a Jenga block where I attached a sawtooth hanger and put that in there as well, and that'll make it a little sturdier and give it something to hang it with. And then on the front, I'm using some E6000 and a little hot glue for a couple more Jenga blocks on the front. And we want that area raised up a little further than the details on the fence because we're going to glue a skull in that spot. So here's my skull. It's styrofoam. And I initially cut the very back off at that seam, but it was still way too big. So I end up going back. You see the seam towards the face where my thumb is holding it? I end up cutting it down that seam and just using the very, very front. And you'll see in a minute. But once I cut the back off, it was just still way too big. So, but this is how I did it. I started with the saw, and then I just kept going around with the utility knife until I got it apart. So here's what I ended up with. I started to paint it, and I said, wait a minute, this is still gonna be way too big. So I cut that piece off and then finished painting it. And we're gonna do the same as the fence. We're gonna dry brush with the vintage color, and that'll bring out the details a little bit. Because if it's all black, you won't even see where the eyes are. And then take the brass and just here and there and make him look like the fence. Thank you for being here with me today. I know you've been busy. I can't believe Christmas came and went. It just goes so fast. So here's a piece of floral foam that I cut in a similar shape to the skull because I was going to go behind it. And that's where we're going to put our florals. And I'm going to take a lot of Mod Podge actually. The styrofoam soaks it up. So you really want to use a good amount if you're gluing anything to. And this is just a napkin. I got these at Ollie's. They're really heavy, thick napkins. And it's just a piece of one of those. That gives me something to glue to. And then here I'm on the back of the fence again. And you see where I filled in the area with the hot glue to give it a level area. And then I go back, add a tiny bit more glue, and melt the top surface. And I painted that black just to camouflage it a little bit. Once you put the florals in, you won't see it. So now I've got some black eucalyptus. I'm not sure where everything came from. I know some of my eucalyptus came from Michael's. This probably did. And these black roses, I believe these black and burgundy roses came from Temu, but you can get those just about anywhere. And I also, once I get the eucalyptus pieces in the back, I pull them through the front. So there's my roses. And I just did them kind of back and forth. I got a black one and a burgundy on the top, and then the opposite on the bottom. And I'm just kind of putting them in sideways because that skull, we're going to check, make sure, you want to check a few times to make sure you're going to be able to get the skull in there as you go. These little coppery looking leaves, they're so pretty. I got those at Hobby Lobby this year. We need a little bit more color. We don't want it all black, that little bit of burgundy on the roses wasn't quite enough. So, and then we're going to take some single pieces of eucalyptus and fill in the blanks basically. And whatever florals you use, just go for it. There's really no right or wrong. And I went back and added glue where I inserted all the florals once I got them in place, because that styrofoam tends to, you get a giant hole when it's in there. It's kind of loose, so you just fill that in with some hot glue if it's not in there tight. And we're going to glue our skull in place on top of those Jenga blocks there. And he's all done. Very cool. Here's my reveal. I told you this was a quick one. This one's just so simple and easy, but it's very cool. Thanks again for being here with me today. Don't forget to like and share and all the things. Bye. Happy New Year.